All right, folks, well, I'm just gonna throw together a quick video here, just kind of showing you guys some highlights of my hunting trip. There won't be any hunting in this video. It's just really camp life type stuff. We've had a lot of bad weather. There's just been a lot of kind of hanging out at camp, maybe getting out for little hunts here and there when the weather does break. As you can see right now, we're completely socked in. We had a massive snowstorm yesterday that came in and laid down all this snow. This was all bare yesterday morning, and then this all came in overnight. It's melting now, and you know, the only thing we kind of got going on right now, it's not raining or anything, but there is a lot of dripping you might be hearing, and that's just the snow melting off the trees. But other than that, I'm just going to kind of show you guys some highlights, a little bit of the effort it took us to get in here with the van, and just some other little just nice scenes from the area.
The first evening we arrived in the area, it was beautiful. We made it to a ridge with an incredible view of the surrounding area and set up our first camp, just in time to watch the sunset over the mountains. The following morning, it was foggy and rainy, with some sun breaks throughout the day. I did get out and hike some ridges for the first couple days, but then we decided it was time to move deeper into the mountains.
Hey folks, I am busily editing away on the video that you're watching right now. I've got my MacBook hooked up to my Jackery 1000. Jackery is the sponsor of today's video, and I am trying to get this video done out tonight so that you guys don't miss out on Jackery Day, which is tomorrow, May 12th, 2022. They're going to be releasing some new products. They've got some giveaways going on and some other special offers. So if you guys have been looking for a portable power solution for your outdoor adventures, go down in my description, use my link, go over to the website, check out what they've got going on. These things are super useful. I use mine for all kinds of stuff, not just powering my laptop, but I've used it to charge my camera gear, run power tools to work on the van. I've used it to run a little smoker, run the little water pump for my outdoor shower. There's just all kinds of solutions that you can find for these portable power solutions, not just outdoors, but even around the home. So if you guys are interested, again, go down to my description, use my link. That lets Jackery know that you found out about them on the Primal Outdoors channel. And I'm going to get back onto this laptop, finish up this edit so you guys can finish watching this video. All right, guys, so we've gotten to a spot here where we want to get further up this road, but we can't because there's this big snow berm. Now you can see guys with side-by-sides have been going over it, but it's got a real canter at the top. So we've dug out a little bit. We're gonna see if we can get Sasquatch to roll over it.
Every year the wind blows a drift of snow over this part of the road. Depending on the spring snow melt, it can vary on how much of an obstacle this becomes. Last year it wasn't too bad, and we were able to get both mine and Matt's rig through it no problem.
Well, the first little patch of snow wasn't any problem. We rolled right through it. It's pretty cold and frozen, but even like some of the people like this guy here, which I wish we were getting video of, is kind of struggling to get through on his quad. We're gonna probably run into a lot more snow patches coming up, and you're probably wondering why we're seeing so many people. It is spring bear season up here, so a lot of guys heading in, trying to get further back, trying to find a spring bear.
This year, it was pretty bad, and at this point, Sasquatch is sitting on about 6 feet of frozen snow that slopes down at an angle to the edge of the road, which then slopes into a deep drainage. I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit nervous at this point. This could have gone bad real quick. I worked at keeping Sasquatch high on the snowbank while Matt dug a trench for the passenger side to try to keep the van level.
All right, so you probably see we're out of the track. I'm doing this on purpose because it's way off camber. It's way off camber this direction, and so I'm trying to stay high on the hill. We are going to start working our way back onto the track.
I was aired down to about 15 pounds of pressure, which is extremely low for a 9,000 pound vehicle. And I also had my front locker engaged, which is a new modification I added just this last winter. The van has the factory limited slip in the back, but I may switch that out to a selectable Auburn locker like I put in the front. After making it past this section, we had a couple of other spots that weren't quite so hairy, but the snow had gotten soft and deep, so we used my Warren winch to help me through a couple of sections.
Alright, it seems to be going now. We're a little more level, so I think let's try to go without the winch for a little bit.
We arrived at the location where we wanted to set up camp just before the snow started to blow in. As I mentioned before, the only other vehicles that came this direction were side-by-sides with tracks, but it didn't look like they had come this far, so we had the area all to ourselves. We had originally planned to get to the snowbank and then park Sasquatch and backpack in from there. After we assessed that we thought we could get Sasquatch through, we decided to use Sasquatch to shuttle us all back to the location and leave their trucks back at the ridge. This meant that they were packing in their backpacking gear, and I still had the comfort and warmth of the van to enjoy for the rest of the hunting trip. Alright, so I'm just out, been hiking and glassing, just kind of stopping every once in a while and taking a look at the different hillsides. But man, it is just stunning out here right now with the fog rolling in and out of the hills. And I can't show you guys, this camera's definitely not going to pick them up, but with my binoculars here, I can see there's 3 elk on that hill over there. There's 7 elk on that hill over there. They're not what I'm looking for, but it's still beautiful and awesome to see them. So yeah, I'm just enjoying this time right now. Crazy, just calm. Change any minute, but right now it is the most peaceful place on earth. Well, we got the binoculars out here, we got them on the tripod, and what I'm watching right now is I'm watching a mom and 2 cubs. The mom, she is kind of a mixture of black and cinnamon, and then one of the cubs is very blonde or cinnamon, and the other one's very black, but they're just kind of, they're way far away on a hillside over on the other side. I use my cell phone through the binoculars, and I'll show it and you'll have to zoom, but you'll just see 2 little black specks. You won't probably see the baby, because the one that's very blonde, because he really blends in the background. But man, it's just really fun, because on the other hillside over here, way off over here, I've also been watching some elk. So from this vantage point here, which you can just see what a beautiful, amazing view it is, I'm just getting a real wildlife show, and it's amazing. This was an amazing trip. I really enjoyed my time with my buddy Matt and my friend Joe. We got to see some beautiful country, have some great adventures, and on the way out of the canyon, we got to watch a herd of elk climbing up the hillside. I hope you guys enjoyed this little look at my hunting trip, at least the camping part of it. And if you guys did, please do give it a like. If you have any comments or questions, leave those down below, and we'll see you guys again outside.